Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm not with you today. Want to go through what we have planned in my absence. It's pretty much the same thing I had for my other students when I was there, virtually speaking, but I've made a few adjustments. Okay. Couple things. I do want you to take a look at the graphic that I made. I want you to know that I took a lot of what you said to heart, and in doing so, I made this visual in regards to the feedback you gave me for prompt 8, as well as just general questions that you had. Okay. My vision for our project, and I'm just kind of recapping here because there were some questions, were these 3 items, okay, that we have COVID-19 occurring, okay. In that, we had adjustments to the way we were teaching. So I was given district directives to do a project-based learning activity. So I brought in 2 standards from our curriculum. The first little bullet is understand human anatomy and physiology to make personal medical decisions. So know enough about human anatomy and the topic so that you can make decisions for yourself and your family members. The second bullet is selection of personal lifestyles impacts the structure and functions of our body. So the idea of what we put into our body, food-wise and medicine-wise, as well as do we get enough exercise? What happens to us as we get older? That these choices that we make affect our outcome in terms of our longevity of life. Okay. So those 2 things came into play. With the COVID-19, we found that our community was affected, especially with the disparities with the African Americans. And so this trifecta here developed, and I wanted us to get a little uncomfortable with the topic because when we are uncomfortable, then we grow, okay, and we learn. And my hope was that we would have the opportunity to grow beyond this little classroom, and you would take this out into the world and apply it to your life, okay? So that was my take on my recap of what we were doing, okay? Secondly, I want you to know that we are going to be being offered a wonderful opportunity. The opportunity is from Mr. Norm Potter from the Academy, and he reached out to us through John Carroll University. They are interested in seeing if there are groups of students who want to develop and implement a health-related service project with their help. Like there could be money involved to get whatever project you develop to fruition. Well, I was like, wow, this is amazing. We just finished a local project that could totally turn into something real. Like we could get out there and do something with the information we have. And the reason I'm excited about this is because we're in a pandemic. And being in a pandemic, you have limited options of how you can make yourself different than those around you, especially seniors, okay? You are thinking about going to college. How are you going to create an opportunity for yourself during a pandemic? I mean, this could get you press and accolades. This could be really big. So I am planting a seed today. Tomorrow I am meeting with John Carroll virtually, and they're going to give me more information on how this could happen. So I just want to share that with you. Okay? All right, lastly, I want, before we get to our new material, I want you guys to log on and access your online textbooks and other resources. Okay? Now, if you have had a Pearson account in the past, you should be able to use that same information to log on. So hopefully you can bring that up. If you do and it still doesn't work, then I would just try setting up a new account. Sometimes pop-up blockers kind of keep this from happening. So pop-up blockers usually happen over here, I believe. So you can go up and try to dismantle the pop-up blockers if you see them. Maybe someone in the classroom knows how to do it and they can share that if you come across that. But whatever you do, make sure you record your username and password somewhere safe, okay? Now, let me just bring up the document that you need in order to register. Now this one says block 2, but block 4 you'll have your own, okay? So this is an active site. You can see when you touch on this PDF, this is turned into a place where you can go digitally. You're going to register as a student. You're going to confirm the information, press OK, register now. You're going to enter this instructor guide ID, press continue, and then you're going to enter that username and password. So again, try and use it. There have been some glitches. If you can get past it, if you guys can help each other, that would be great. If ask someone, hey, did anyone have any problems getting in? Okay. And then number 6, it says select an access option. So you are not going to pay for this course. You are going to use an access code. And that access code is the one that I have right here. Okay. So you're going to go ahead and cut and paste this puppy into step 6 when that happens. Okay. All right. Pause this video anytime you need to. I would suggest doing so now so that you can do this thing here. I'm going on to new material. We are going to be doing a no guts, no glory activity. It's kind of fun. I used to do it with butcher board paper, and students would lay on the ground. We'd outline them, and then we'd label all these different organs, but we're going to do it virtually using Jamboard. Okay? Let's go ahead and read the instructions for no guts, no glory real quickly. Okay? So the background information is that we have the human body, and it is made out of 50 trillion single cells. And of those cells, they come in 200 different cell flavors or types, and each one performs a different function. Each cell has a different structure, which ultimately determines what it's going to do or its function. So when groups of cells get together and they form a similar function, we call them a tissue. When groups of tissues get together to form a function, we call it an organ. When a group of organs combine to result in a body system. So there are 11 primary body systems. They are the following: the digestive system, endocrine system, excretory system. In our book, that is called the urinary system. The reproductive system, the respiratory system, the circulatory, which you may also see as the cardiovascular system, nervous system, lymphatic and immune system, muscular, skeletal, and integumentary system, or you may call it integumentary system, potato, whatever you want. Okay, so this is a fun activity to start us off on chapter 1. And then we're going to come back and look at it at the end of the semester, okay? I don't want you to cheat, okay? I want you guys to go ahead and, do this without Googling anything, okay? That's my goal. I would suggest that you find a teammate or two. Let's focus on having just 4 teams in the classroom. So if it's a bigger group, if you need to go 4, that's fine. But 2 to 3 people in a group, okay? Once you have a group, each group will take one slide from the Jamboard, and that'll be just your group slide, okay? If you want the substitute to help you identify which groups are which, that's fine too. I don't care, okay? All right, let me show you how to use a Jamboard. Okay, so here's our slide or our frame, okay? They're called frames, and here are our tools at the side, okay? And so we have a pen, okay? And the pen comes in a marker, a highlighter, or a brush, and you have a variety of colors. There is an eraser if you make a mistake. So if you come in here, use your touchpad, draw a line, you can use the eraser, okay, and erase it. Or another thing you can do is always hit undo, and that will get rid of whatever you want, all right? The cool thing are these sticky notes, and the sticky notes allow you to use any color sticky note you want. It's fun. Okay, I'm going to use the last one here because one of the first things I want you to do is write your name. Okay, so put names on there. Save that. Let's go to another sticky note. You're going to be given a list of structures. Let's say elbow is one of your structures, okay? And then cancel when you're done. And so I've got 2 sticky notes up here, all right? You could take the sticky notes, you can increase their size, you can tilt them, okay? You can delete them if you want. You can make a copy of them, all right? I'm going to make this a little smaller and then copy it. Okay, and since we have 2 elbows, I'm going to put 1 on each side. All right, I'm going to go back and I'm going to use my pen and I'm going to make a line and connect my label to my structure. Okay, right, and I'm going to put a little drawing on the end of it, a little indent. So I want you guys to make a little drawing of your organs or whatever, okay? Now, if I want to make a straighter line than this one, you can do so by, again, using that, but you're going to hit the Shift button and then the lower left corner of your keypad, and you've got a nice straight line, okay? I'm going to go ahead and type in those instructions on how to create straight lines in a different color, okay? So for straight lines, you're going to go ahead and hit the pen feature, and you're going to go ahead and hit the Shift button. At the same time, you're going to hit the lower left corner of touchpad. And then with your right hand or finger, connect the label to the structure. Okay? All right. And I'll cancel that. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and you can come back to this in the video later on. Okay? So that's there. So what I want you guys to do is to realize that there is one slide for each group, okay? I want you to go ahead, find a slide, put your name on it, okay? And then you can close it this way. You can also skip through the slides this way, so this is different ways to manage it. But I want you to go back to the No Guts, No Glory. You're going to skip these colored frames here, and instead you're going to go down here. And these are going to be your words you're going to use. Okay, so all of these will be group 1. Okay, so there's 20, and all these will be group 3. Now, some words are duplicated, but not all of them. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind and use all 20 words and pop them in and label. All right. Your homework tonight is going to be to go ahead and I'm hoping this works, you guys, read the pages in the book, or you can try to use your online access. I want you to watch the Ed Puzzle video on the 11 body systems by the Amoeba Sisters. Then see if you can answer the CAMI worksheet. I've never done CAMI before. We're going to give it a try. Okay? Do your best. I want you to know the functions of the 11 systems by the time you're done. All right? Okay. You can send me emails if you have any questions, and I'll try to help you guys, okay? All right. Good luck.